All right, all right, all right. Welcome tonight to The Way That I See It. I'm KiKi, and this is Cousin Chan. And we got some things we need to get off our chest. We took off a week, so we got to get a whole lot in within the next couple of minutes. So if you are listening and you want to give us a call, the number is 646. It'll be nice if I could see. 646-688-8563. And there's no reason for me to delay the inevitable. It's time to just jump right on in, huh? Okay. Jump right on in.
Jump right on in, okay.
I'm like, okay. You just sitting there looking crazy.
You said it's
All
the
right.
way you supposed to do it.
So, the first thing I want to talk about is this whole, I always start with the reality TV, right? Because it's so fugazi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that I want to talk about is that,
You want to focus and talk?
yeah. I want to talk, anyway.
Let me do this.
I don't like her. Anyway, I want to talk about the Portia Stewart thing.
Okay, the Portia Stewart.
Now, she married Cordell Stewart, who is a retired football player who's supposedly, he's supposedly be, an entrepreneur out here or whatever, right? And so, they went through this divorce. He went into it and got absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens sometimes.
How does that work? You walk in and you leave out with less than you came in with. You didn't even break even.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what you get for being a beard. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did.
That's my fault.
You did.
That's my fault.
But at least there's a benefit to being a beard.
Mm-hmm. What's the benefit?
Well, I mean, I'm helping you out, so you should help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Not
so
I help you out and then I get nothing.
And once the deal is done, then what?
I'm supposed to walk away with something?
What?
Not
you were supposed to do your job and be my beard, and you wasn't. You wasn't my beard now. So. Well, I mean, okay. You're not my beard anymore. So, what do you think you're supposed to get out the deal?
She should have got some money, some something. She walked away with what, a car and her engagement ring?
Car and her engagement ring. Well, that's not an engagement. That's a wedding ring. She earned that wedding ring.
No, she didn't get the wedding ring. She got the engagement ring.
It's the same thing. The engagement ring and wedding ring is the same thing.
No, ma'am. Otherwise, they wouldn't have the same different names.
You have the engagement ring and you have the band that goes on it, which is part of the wedding band.
They're not always like that, though.
But
some people don't buy them in a set.
Okay, well, she got exactly. You think she took off her wedding ring? No.
All I'm saying is
fulfilled the contract.
Okay, so you don't think she should have got nothing? You think she should have walked away just like that, without a prenup? They got married without a prenup, so you think that's it?
I mean, what else is she supposed to get? They was only married 22 months. What else was she supposed to get?
Something, man. She didn't get a house or nothing. He got 2 cars, 2 houses.
Those was his 2 cars. Those were his 2 houses. What else was she supposed to get?
He got everything. She got nothing. And that's just, I mean, that's so unfortunate on a lot of levels. It's like you need to sue your lawyers for, what you call it?
But that's what you get for living down here in a red state. You a red state.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get nothing. It's not for the little person. The laws are not made for the little person. The laws are made for the larger person who has the most money and for the non-consumer. That's who the laws are made for. They ain't made for us.
Obviously not, because
until we get there, we'll never see the laws work for us. She
never got a thing. Mm-hmm. See, I'm going back to this state right here.
You going back to a blue state?
I can't do this red state crap. It's they on a whole nother level out here. It's like
they do what the fuck they want to.
Obviously, I mean, this girl walked away with nothing. Again, I don't know what she was asking for, and maybe the judge was like, "You just being unreasonable. I ain't giving you jack."
Right. Well, I mean, we don't have the transcripts. I can find them next week.
No, I'm really not that interested. Okay. We spent enough time on this nonsense already. But since we own reality shows and we are on the Real Housewives franchise, can we talk about the fact that Teresa Giudice, or Judice, or however they want to call it this week, and her husband, Joe Giuseppe, um, were indicted back in November on a slew, like 40-something charges on fraud and wire tampering and attempted mail fraud and all kind of stuff, right? And lying on bank loans and just all kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they struck a plea deal because originally they had asked the judge to sever their trials.
Right.
Because they didn't want to be tried together. Because what he was going to do was, in his trial, he was going to say that she absolutely knew nothing. He was going to take everything, which I think on some level she wasn't all the way clear about what was going on. I don't think that she was stupid, but I think she didn't know everything that he was doing. You know what I mean?
I think she knew enough.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think she was complicit, but I'm just saying I don't think she really knew the magnitude of how far he went with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they pled guilty. So now she's facing up to like 32 months in jail. And he's facing like 40-something months in jail.
Are they going to do like they did, what's the people name in Illinois, where one goes to jail?
The Blagojevich?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that was Blagojevich.
No, it was the Jacksons. It was the Jackson boy.
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson, right.
Jesse Jackson Jr. Yeah, he and his wife get to go at different times so that the kids wouldn't be. And I I think that that's unfair. Because let Pookie or Ray Ray and his girl Shaquanda commit some crime, even if it was a federal crime, they still gonna make them go up the river at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
They're not gonna be like, okay, well you can stay and take care of your kids, and then when she serves her time, he could go in, and then no, it's like deuces will put your kid in foster care if one of your family members don't want to take them.
Right, yeah.
And they have 4 kids, Chan. 4.
Oh yeah, no, I figured that part out.
They got 4 kids, so I'm just like, yo, if you got 4 kids, how you? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. So I wonder how she gonna do without all her makeup and hair and all that other crap.
Well, that's gonna be interesting.
For 22, 32, however many months, you've been living high off the hog, and now you go to a 6x9, and she better hope it's a 6x9.
It's a 6x7.
Because I knew some people who did some time, and they was tall. Kind of like
that's cramped in a motherfucker.
Like the doctor that killed Michael Jackson.
That's cramped in a motherfucker.
Dude, he could never stand up in his cell. He could never stand up straight in his cell.
That's cramped in a motherfucker.
Yeah.
All you do is hope to go to federal, because if you in regular county jail
or state,
yeah, you hope your prayers to get to federal.
Yeah, well, they go into the federal penitentiary, and if neither one of them do time, when somebody get home confinement, I'm gonna be upset because that's just not fair. That's just not fair.
What's it called? Having a good book. That's what it's called.
I mean, they were facing like 40-some charges. I think they pled down to like 2 of them or something like that. But it's whatever. So I don't know how the Real Housewives are going to do this of New Jersey now that they're gone.
They ain't gone yet.
They go to court in July, supposedly, to get sentenced. But we know how long that could take. Well, they could probably do 2 more seasons.
I was going to say, just ask Alicia.
From the Mob Wives?
D. Michelle or something?
I don't know, but but she was facing up to 5 years in jail for what she did. These people, Teresa is facing like 30-something years. She was facing like 30-something years in jail.
Until she pled down.
So, that's that. Speaking of that, your boy Apollo and his shenanigans. And your homegirl Kenya all on the Bethany show. So I was like, absolutely, he needs to go to jail. And she had nothing nice to say about them. And, hey, karma's a bitch. How you going to be doing dirty and dirt and you on national television every single week? You don't think nobody going to notice?
That's the arrogance. That's the arrogance and the just unmitigated gall.
You sound like my mama. That unmitigated gall. Yeah, it's like, really, dude? You don't think nobody recognized that you're not all these other people that you claim you are? What were you thinking? You deserve to go to jail just for stupidity. You didn't learn nothing when you was in there for 5 years.
Not to mention that the feds is already looking at you. They never stop looking at you, dum-dum. They never stop looking at you just because you did your time.
Did he do federal time the first time, or did he do state time?
No, it was feds. The feds came down on them.
The first time?
The first time. Him and his brother and the rest of the fools.
I thought they did state time the first time. I didn't know they did federal time.
The feds stepped in. They might have did some state time.
I think we know a little bit too much about this.
Yeah.
Somebody might think some awful things about it.
One thing about the federal government, when you do stuff on that level to where they step in and say, no, state.
Right.
We got this.
Well, here's the thing.
They never, take it from me, they never, it's 10 years later before they even remotely stop watching you. Remotely.
But here's the other thing. Out of all the people in the United States, if you became a radar on a radar,
you stay on.
It's just stupid to think that you wouldn't. It's stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. But anyway.
That you ain't never, you got to always be on par. Always.
Yeah, I don't know what they
and that broad that y'all didn't pay, and now she writing all kinds of books and shit on y'all. All y'all had to do was pay her and pay her loyalty. That's it.
Hush
and
money.
She was hush money. Just paid for her loyalty. She's been loyal to y'all, but now y'all got her out there writing books, and she getting ready to be a multi-billionaire.
And she doing interviews off of you. When
and
you
that other broad that just turned y'all in too, she gonna tell on y'all, and she gonna come out of jail writing books too. Yeah, the one that that's the reason why he got new charges. The other broad. The first broad with
pay your people
is the first time they went to jail. The second broad, the bottom bitch of the second hustle.
I can't. Okay. I can't. It's giving me a headache. As Bernie would say, let's move on.
Pay your people. Okay.
Hashtag pay your people.
Okay. Yeah. Next door. Here's
one that I know that's gonna really stick in your craw. We got a couple other things that we need to cover before we finish our thing tonight. But Chan, you know how we always talking about, I hate when people be on social media tweeting about stuff when we watching it like Scandal or whatever, and I'm like, you're spoiling it for everybody else and it's rude or whatever. And we've had our differences about that, but you like, just stay the hell off of Twitter, stay the hell off of Facebook. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to change my life around because other people just, I don't understand. But whatever. I digress. Well, guys are really upset, and we talked to Aaron D. Spears from Being Mary Jane last week. Y'all missed that. If you didn't listen to Playing Devil's Advocate, we did a great interview with him, but we'll give y'all that information later so you can go back and listen to the archives. But we talked to Aaron, who plays Mark Bradley on Being Mary Jane, last week, and we asked him about how the men are taking this negative approach to shows like his and Scandal.
He never heard of it.
He said he never heard of it, but we had to put him up on some game. We had to tell him that there are Facebook groups dedicated solely to hating on their type of shows. And this one in particular, because we both watched this one. Well, we both watched both of them, but Scandal.
Right.
There's this Facebook group called MAWS, Mars, and it's Men Against Watching Scandal. So I just want to say to all you men who are against watching Scandal, you're bitches. Because here's the thing. Nobody screws with you when you watching the World Series or the Stanley Cup or when you got Sports Center on repeat. And they play the same shit every hour all night long. But not anybody bothering you. But she go in the hole and she quiet as hell for the 1 hour. 1 hour, you get peace to yourself. You always talk about how you can't never get peace in your home.
And now she got 2 because she got Being Mary Jane now.
Yeah, so at least 2 hours a week, she's not going to be screwing with you, right? Fucking with you on no level. But that's not even good enough for you. You got to now complain. And you going to get with a bunch of other dudes on Facebook to complain about Being Mary Jane and Scandal. Specifically Scandal.
Some bitch shit. That's some of the most unmitigated bitch shit that I ever heard of before in my life.
Oh, what did Kevin Hart them call it? Mitches. That's what it should not be. Men against watching Scandal. It should be Mitches against watching Scandal. Because you guys.
Oh my God, that's so. Oh my God.
You literally make posts and y'all have discussion boards. I'm gonna figure out a way to infiltrate that group. And I'm going to get the intel, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it.
Tell you what they on there talking about. They up there psychoanalyzing us. Us.
You know what they mad at? They're mad that a woman holds all the power. He's supposed to be the most powerful man in the world.
If I was going to be the side bitch, that would be the one I would be.
She got him by the short curl. See that? That's
it. Right, yeah.
The other woman code of conduct.
Right.
Apparently she read my book.
don't know what the hell they made it, but I know they always want, when I talk to some fool on Facebook, they always want to psychoanalyze us like we are wrong for liking the show. It's a show. It is a fictional freaking character. I'm not understanding why I have to go back to my slave mentality in order to, because this woman likes a white man. Who is the fucking president of the United States? He's the president
of the United States. And the president of the United States should have a cabinet of just people, of women who going to give him head, who going to give him sex, whatever. Even if it's a female president, they should have an entire cabinet, like a harem, dedicated to that. If that is going to keep them level-headed and making good decisions and keep our economy straight and us out of the deficit low, then I absolutely am for it. That's why when they made that big deal about Bill Clinton, I was like, taxes haven't been lower, employment hasn't been higher. You know what I mean? The scales are starting to balance. The middle class is flourishing. I'd suck it. It's like, that's what he deserves. He deserves that because he inherited a mess from George H. Bush, and he cleared all that mess for his son, Judge W., to screw it back up.
Screw it all up again.
But, you know, I'm not going to get on that political thing today because that wasn't part of our topic. But you little Mitches, you little girls in boy uniforms, upset because women are watching Scandal and they have something that they are interested in, shut the hell up. I tell you not to bother me when I'm watching my sports. Now, football game is like 3.5 hours. It's really, 60 minutes, but it turns into 3 hours. Sports Center, 24 hours. Same 1 hour thing. Not to mention the ticker. So you ain't even got to watch it. You can just read the ticker. And you going to complain for 2 days, 2 hours out of the week?
No, you're not going to complain. You just going to sit back and psychoanalyze me.
You can't psychoanalyze me because she can't be the other woman if there's nobody there for her to be, be too. So if, like you said, if I'm going to do it, I'm doing it. What you should be upset. Here's the thing. Why are you upset that she's the side piece to a white man? How about it's the most powerful white man? If you're gonna go for a white man, go for it. Why don't you be upset that if she was the side piece to some broke dude?
Right. If you
had no power.
If you just the side piece to the regular old garbage man Ryan, if you the side piece to Ryan the garbage man, then I guess that's okay. But you the side piece to the most powerful man on the planet, and now you got a problem. It's some dick envy in there. I think it is. I think it's some dick envy.
I think it's boob envy or uterus envy or something, because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
sense. So I'm just saying, I'm going to infiltrate your thing, and I'm going to report back, and I'm going to tell you the way I see it.
Should we want to be side pieces? Should we glorify being a side piece? Why is that something that's supposed to be? But you motherfuckers have side pieces every day. Every day. So I'm not understanding why we like watching the side piece. But it's so much more to Scandal. It's so much more to me and Mary Jane.
Yeah, there's so many other storylines that are going on.
But you simple motherfuckers are only focusing in on that one. So you stay and you try and tell me what my PSS does instead of watching what your DICK do. And then focus on that shit. That's what you need to focus on, not my fucking stories. Stay off my goddamn stories. Sorry. Continue on.
Okay, I'm scared now. Next. She rounds up. I was going to talk about Julius Peppers being traded to the Fudge Pack. Because that really ticked me off being from Chicago. How dare you? First of all, y'all didn't give him an opportunity to succeed. You didn't give him any help.
Sure didn't.
So he can't do it all. I know he's a big, strong man, but damn, what you expect him to do? To hold off everybody? You expect him to do everything? I mean, come on.
There's a few other players on that team.
And now, look what y'all have us. We just.
And y'all send them to the Packers.
You send them to the Packers. Our division rivals.
Right.
Our division rivals. You're going to send them there.
Stupidest move ever. I was like, oh my God.
I just want to throw in for the record that Darrelle Revis is going to be a New England Patriot. It's going down. Phil Jackson. The Knicks.
So disappointed. So disappointed.
Hey, man, listen.
So disappointed.
They pulled this bro out of retirement. The Knicks got to be real. Y'all got to be real kind of bad for him to come and turn y'all around, to try to help y'all out.
I mean, I'm disappointed, but I understand the hustle. But I'm still upset.
Money talks.
First Julius Peppers to Green Bay, now Phil to
I thought she was going to say, first the Fat Boys break up. Right. All right.
Okay.
All right. This is the one that I really wanted to get on today. Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. Dude, I cannot believe that your simple ass has been arrested for kidnapping, attempted murder, and some other crap.
Put an OJ behind you.
All because that's what the junior's for. OJ Jr.
OJ Jr. Okay. All right.
Because you felt like the people that were working in your house had stole your jewelry. First of all, whatever happened to insurance? So what, they stole it?
Just let it go.
First of all, if they were custom pieces, it's not going to be really easy to unload it without people knowing anyway if you have filled out the police report and did everything that you were supposed to do.
All you got to do is pick out the damn diamonds. You get rid of them.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. You're really making me nervous knowing so much about the criminal element.
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. My bad.
Is there something I need to know? Okay. Yes. So you confront them about it. They deny it. So then you have your people, or you, whoever, however the story went, according to the reports, call them and tell them to meet you. Now, if you weren't meeting them to pay them, I wouldn't have met your ass. Period. What do we have to talk about? But anyway, they went and get the beat down of the century. And you were there.
Dumb.
Why?
Dumb.
Why are you there? What was the purpose? Why did you need to oversee the beat down? You don't think that they gonna tell? What were you thinking, dude? Like, if they find you guilty, you need to be cellmates with OJ in Vegas. Yep. So y'all could both sit there and be like, man, we had it all.
Yep. Back and
we screwed it off for some BS. Really, dude?
Over some shit that could be replaced.
Really?
That would have been replaced.
Here's the thing. I feel better for OJ because his shit is irreplaceable. Because those were like one-of-a-kind type things, like your Heisman trophies, that kind of stuff. I understand that, but it's nothing like the original. I mean, I'm not saying I would do it or I even, think it's a good idea, but I could at least, and you followed on hard times because the Goldmans and the, Browns are letting your ass have it every single chance they can get in your pocket. I could see how you could get to that level, but it was the arrogance. It wasn't the desperation. It was the sheer arrogance.
Right, because you didn't need none of that.
No,
you didn't need any of it. And it ain't like he stole your baby's first teeth or some shit like that. This is goddamn some diamonds that could be fucking replaced. I was like, really? You deserve. If you go, you deserve to go.
That was your plan.
And really? I ain't scared of you, and I can say that shit to your face. If you go, you deserve to go. I don't know the whole story. But if you did any of that shit, you deserve to go.
Yeah, if you did any of that, especially if you showed up. I mean, if you gonna send your henchmen to go do their thing, and I'm no expert on the criminal mind.
You send your henchmen, and if anything happens to your henchmen, you got enough money because you are the money person. You got enough money to pay their ass off. Let this ass go to jail. They ain't doing shit else but following up behind you. They can go spend that bid. You gonna pay for their commissary, and that's what it's gonna be. So, never mind.
You gonna pay for commissary. You gonna pay for everything. They gonna have TVs in their cells.
Right, if they go, because you got enough money to get a good ass lawyer,
and it still not hurt you
to get the OJ original team.
Well,
you gonna have to dig somebody up.
Two people.
Yeah, gonna have to dig a couple people up. But however, you got enough money to dig their ass up and send them off to the side. So, however.
I just think that it's absolutely insane that you thought that you could get away with that, and that I'm really hoping that this comes out that you weren't there and these other people acted of their own volition. I'm hoping that's the case, but something in my bones, my spidey senses tell me that you're gonna risk everything. You're gonna risk your empire that you worked so hard to build
over this shit.
And you want this to be your legacy, dude? Because this is the shit they're gonna remember. They're not gonna remember that you undefeated all these years and that you
gave them a reason.
You put the hands on them and they was hating on you even you were doing the best. You managed to sidestep the negative press for going to jail for beating on your baby mama.
Now you just villainized yourself
again. Now they got a real reason. They have a real reason to not like you. And not that you give a shit that they like you or not, but is it worth your freedom? Is it worth it? Because attempted murder, come on. Ask Ray Caruth. He murdered somebody. An attempted murder. He gave up his entire career. He done spent his entire his 20s and his 30s, now going into his 40s, if you're not 40 already, in jail.
He's 40.
In jail. That was your plan? That's how you gonna do this?
But he, in that instance, he did try to kill his own child. There's a special place in hell for Mr. Group. There's a special place in hell. But however, you just became number one.
Well, I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you because I'm just annoyed. That's all I can say. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. Is that you screwed up big time, and if that's something that you did, you deserve to pay in the worst way. That's all I have to say about that. Do you have anything else you want to say to stupid?
Mm-mm.
And I don't like to call people names, but that's just happened. No, that's the dumbest shit.
Dum is probably sitting in there, and yeah, he figured it out.
Oh, and your boy Chris Brown?
Hey man, look, that bipolar shit is a motherfucker, ain't it?
You done got kicked out of rehab and sent to jail.
Don't nobody tell Andreas.
Not nobody say nothing bad about it. You know what? Y'all don't know, but if y'all go back and listen to Playing Devil's Advocate on Blog Talk Radio, if you go to www.blogtalkradio.com/Playing Devil's Advocate and watch the What is Celebrity show, you'll hear one of the co-hosts, Andreas, talk about he has a man crush on Chris Brown, and bet not nobody say nothing bad about no daggone Chris Brown, because there's gonna be heck to pay. So sorry, Andreas, but you know what? He replaced his new boyfriend. He replaced him.
You sure did. With Aaron D. Spears.
Aaron D. Spears, from The Bold and the Beautiful and Being Mary Jane.
And had William kept speaking.
If you guys are fans of Blue Hill Avenue, the old 2001 joint with Alan Payne and Clarence Williams III, all of those people in that film. Well, like I said, Aaron D. Spears was on the show, and he was in the film, and then William L. Johnson, who's another character in the film, they were all on the show. And I think Andreas had a gangbang boy crush going on. Cupid shot his ass.
Y'all make it so much sense.
You can hear Tweety Bird. Right. Chirp, chirp, chirp. There was no, what you call them, hearts floating around the top of his head.
Flutter.
Yeah, so, yeah. I think he gonna have another one this week, because if I'm not, let me say this before we get out of here. There's two things. One, we want to send our prayers and thoughts out to those family members in New York City who were victims of that explosion, and also the people who were injured and killed at the South by Southwest hit and run thing as well. And then just reminder, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, so that's 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Go to www.blogtalkradio.com/PDA. We are going to be doing the topic, the business of comedy. What's so funny? And we have Emmy-winning writer-producer Ali Leroy. He's a director on the Arsenio Hall show. He won his Emmy for doing the Chris Rock show. He's going to be on there. Also, we're going to have Alex Thomas from the Players Club and TV One's Mr. Box Office and the Jamie Foxx show. He's going to be on the show. We're also going to have Owen Smith. He's a writer and comedian. He was on, he wrote for Are We There Yet? And he's writing for Arsenio, the new Arsenio.
And he's been on every commercial.
And he's been on everything that they've had. So they're all going to be on the show. So make sure that you guys go and check it out. So until next time, remember, we don't make the news. We just report it the way I see it. Next time, y'all, I'm out.